Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all, my name is Patrick. Oh, snap. You like true crime? You found it. You found it. I don't know what part of the internet you were on, but it did you right. You found it. Hit the subscribe button, YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button. TikTok. We're live on TikTok as well. Y'all hit the follow button. Tap the screen like crazy. It's time. We're live every night. We watch all kinds of videos. We listen to all kinds of videos, podcasts, all kinds of stuff. True crime related. Smiley, thank you for that. Here we go. Bryan Kohberger is up first. We got all kinds of stuff. We got Bryan Kohberger, Carly Gregg, somebody named Aaryn Williams, P. Diddy, and then some Orange County deputy lady that went haywire on TikTok and got suspended. So it's going to be a jam-packed night of craziness. I've been drinking caffeine all day. I've got like a triple iced latte right now. So let's get into this. And I love you guys. TikTok, subscribe to the channel. YouTube, become a member. And let's get this thing going. You guys ready? I'm going to shrink myself down. Bryan Kohberger has a little hearing today. Or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know, but here we go.
This is
yesterday was Sunday. It was definitely today.
State v. Kohberger. I want to go over the appearances this afternoon.
Accused Idaho 4 killer Bryan Kohberger in front of a new judge in a new city. We're on the ground in Boise,
Yeah, because they moved it. Remember, y'all?
Idaho. With the latest on what happened in court and how Kohberger's life behind bars has changed for this special Law and Crime and News Nation collaboration of Enton across America. Hey everybody, it's Bryan. I'm sitting here outside the Ada County Courthouse in downtown Boise, Idaho.
Oh, hell.
It's pretty hot out here today. It's interesting. Last time I was here was for the Lori Vallow trial. Spent a lot of time in Boise for that. I never really imagined that I would then be here for...
Oh, no, wait. Does that, Stella, thank you. Does that mean that the audio is going to be the potato audio? Because the last time from Idaho, wasn't it absolutely horrible?
Bryan
God, I hope not.
Kohberger's hearings, but here we are. You remember, obviously, you know the story behind Bryan Kohberger, accused of killing the 4 University of Idaho students in Moscow, Idaho, which is about 5 hours away from here in Latah County, Idaho, opposite side of the state. The change of venue was granted. So they've now moved the case here to Ada County in Boise. And this was the first hearing here in Ada County that just wrapped up a little while ago. So I wanted to make the trip out here to Boise to see what it would be like. Because really, in a sense, it's almost like, not like the whole thing is starting over again, but kind of a new beginning in a way now that we're here in Boise. We had Judge was the judge over the case. Yes, his last name is Judge. So it was Judge. He was over the case back in Latah County. And he is now off the case, and there is a new judge. I had to write down his name because I almost forgot it, because this is the first time. Judge Steve Hippler. So Judge Steve Hippler will now preside over the case. This was our first time seeing him in action. This hearing just ended. He seems to be sort of no nonsense, I would say. You know, Judge, it definitely had more of a small town vibe there in Moscow. He's a super nice guy. I saw him in the parking lot a couple times, and he would always say hi. But, you know, the prosecutor knew him forever. Again, small town vibe in Moscow, but Judge Hippler here in Boise,
oh hell,
he seems much more sort of no nonsense, kind of a little more of a big city vibe, wants to move things along faster, said he's going to hear motions more quickly. He immediately when the hearing started said, look, I expect everybody to get along. I want this to be no nonsense. So sort of set the tone that way. The first thing I noticed when Bryan Kohberger came in was, first of all, he was handcuffed behind his back, which is not something that I have seen in Moscow. I don't think that they did that in Moscow. I don't ever remember him being handcuffed behind the back when he was brought into the courtroom. So,
oh hell, they're like, oh, we ain't taking any chances. Oh, at least it wasn't Vegas. Remember that dude that jumped over the damn bench at the judge? He was back on trial for that. He was already got in trouble for what he did, that he was there in the first place. And then he had to face trial for when he jumped over. And I didn't realize, but that judge, he like slammed her head into the marble wall behind her and everything. That was crazy as hell. You guys remember that? And yes, we are live on YouTube also, you guys. TikTok, if you want to see the video, if you want to rewatch the video, if you just want to become part of the YouTube family, just search The Mystery Project. You'll find the channel. Subscribe. We're live there right now as well. We're live on X, we're live on Rumble, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on TikTok all at the same time. So, you know, that's what I do for you.
That was new. He was also in a suit and tie, which was interesting because he was always in a suit and tie in Latah County, but the defense had to file another motion here in Ada County. Sorry, there's a motorcycle going by. Had to file another motion here in Ada County.
And don't worry, y'all. You didn't hear it, and you didn't hear the wind because I enhanced all the audio. I pulled out all the background noise, so all you hear is the voice. You're welcome.
Asking
I'm on one tonight. Sorry, y'all.
the judge to
YouTube, halfway to 100 likes. Hit the thumbs up button. TikTok, tap the screen like crazy.
allow him to wear what they call like street
The YouTube page is The Mystery Project. It should be pinned on the screen.
clothes, the suit and tie, not the jail jumpsuit. And his defense claims that he should get to wear the suit and tie because they feel when he's in the orange jail jumpsuit and then it's televised that potential jurors in the community see that and that it's a bias, that they assume he's guilty because he's in the jail jumpsuit. So they asked, could he wear the suit and tie, which the judge allowed for this first hearing. So he came in suit and tie. But the judge was very clear that he was allowing it this time, but he is going to sort of do it on a case-by-case basis. He wants to talk to the deputies and security and see if it's an issue. So that was an interesting part of the hearing. I want you to listen to what the judge said about that.
I did issue an order yesterday permitting him to appear in civilian clothes for this hearing only.
Oh, for this hearing only? Whoa, Stella, thank you.
That is a matter in terms of future hearings that we will take up in a closed hearing the day of, but in advance of whatever our next hearing date will be. My intention will be that Mr. Kohberger will not
Thank you, Stella.
be present for that hearing
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
because part of what we will be discussing are security measures. And I expect to hear from the transport deputies and the bailiffs regarding security issues that they want to address or that I have questions for them about, so that I can make an appropriate ruling in terms of his appearance here, but weighing that not just against, of course, his rights, but also against the needs of security in this case.
So again, it's going to be sort of case by case. We'll
Oh, hell.
see if next time he's in the suit and tie or if he's in the orange jumpsuit. Also, another big part of the hearing today had to do with the trial date. You know, the previous judge, set the date for June 2025. They picked a summer trial date because they were concerned about school being in session in Moscow, Idaho, where it's a college town. They felt like in the summer it would be slower in town and the kids wouldn't be around, and that would be a better time to
But
do
then
the
it
trial.
got moved.
So it was set for June 2025. Well, the new judge here in Boise
Oh, are they going to move it up, y'all?
says that he thinks summer is not a good time because he thinks they're going to have a hard time picking
Because he's got plans. He's like, I've got a safari I need to go to in June. I'm not trying to listen to this crap.
jurors in the summer. He just said, you know, basically what juror wants to give up their summer for a 2 or 3 month long murder trial. So they are looking at other options now for dates. I want you to hear that part of the hearing because it's important because it could, in fact, mean that they're going to change when the trial actually happens. Take a listen.
Whoa, hell.
So my concern, because this trial is currently set to begin June 2nd and end approximately August 31st, is having it set to run the entire course of the summer. I think we will find to be difficult on jurors in particular.
Yeah, for real, huh? Wendy, thank you.
Jurors who may have children who are out of school in terms of being able to spend time, go on vacations with them, et cetera. That's one concern. The second concern is with school that typically starts in mid to late August, and jurors or parents who may have kids going off to school the timing of that through August. And that's my primary concern about that time frame. I had two proposals. One was to start the trial in the evidence portion of the trial the first week of May. And the other would be to start the evidence in early September.
There were no victims' families that I
Oh,
noticed
hell.
in court for this first hearing in Boise. You know, it's going to be difficult for some of them to get here. For example, the Gonzalez family, Kaylee Gonzalez, one of the victims, her parents, they live in Coeur d'Alene, which is about an hour from Moscow, but it's, you know, again, 5-hour drive or so now to Boise. They didn't want it to be moved here for that reason because they like to attend most of the hearings, and now it's a real hardship for them. They actually just created a GoFundMe. You can see here raising money because, you know, they both got, I mean, I've gotten to know them pretty well, interviewing them. Steve and Christy are Kaylee's parents, and, you know, they've, they got
Somebody needs to just charter them a plane, fly from Coeur d'Alene down to Boise every day.
jobs, and they work hard, and they're going to have to take like leaves from their jobs when this trial happens and probably rent a house here. And, you know, it's going to be like a 3-month ordeal. So they've created a GoFundMe to help with that. It's sad for the families. You know, there's no real that we know of. You know, it's not like the government helps them out in terms of, you know, like a legal fund or something to help them travel back and forth and that kind of thing. So
Oh,
they've created a
they'll get
GoFundMe,
it.
and they plan to try to be here for most of the hearings and for
Yeah, there's enough people out there. I mean, they wanted, they were raising $50,000 and they were like $800 shy.
especially for the trial.
So they'll definitely get it.
Whenever that ends up happening. Also, I want to point out, so Bryan Kohberger is obviously now in jail here in Ada County, which is very different from Latah County. Latah County, where he was, there was just a small jail, like 30 or so, 38 cells underneath the courtroom. So it was that little courthouse, and then the jail was right underneath, and it was so interesting. They would just bring Bryan Kohberger right up the stairs into the courtroom. He never went outside or anything. Well, now he's been moved here to Ada County, to Boise, which is obviously,
That's crazy.
you know, it's a city. They've got a big jail complex. It has about 1,000 beds, a little more than 1,000, different wings, high security. And we've learned a little more about what it's like for Bryan Kohberger here now in Ada County. It's much different than Moscow.
Oh, I bet.
In terms of what the jail is like. And we actually talked to a local bondsman who knows the jail very, very well, has sources inside the jail. This is what he had to say.
He's housed by himself. Unlike the other facility he was in North Idaho, Latah County, he does not have a TV. He's still let out the same hour a day, phones, TV, but he doesn't have access to the TV constantly like he did up there.
Oh, yeah, because he had his own TV.
He did.
Yeah, so he doesn't have his own TV.
No.
Yeah. Interesting. So what can he do to pass the time?
There's not much to do, being locked down 23 hours a day. He
Sleep.
just has to sit there. He
Think.
looks forward to that 1 hour.
Pray.
I know when he was in Latah County, he loved watching himself on TV constantly. Some in the jail say he was infatuated with it.
Oh, hell. What do y'all think, by the way? Thumbs up in the chat. Do you think he's guilty? Thumbs down. Do you think no? Something ain't right here. What do y'all think?
But he doesn't have that luxury in Ada County. I don't believe he has access to any of the other inmates. I've heard that in Latah County he did, not housed with anybody else, but they would come in passing, and he doesn't have that in Ada County. I don't think anybody's really had contact with him. There's more room in that jail to move somebody around without having contact needed with other inmates.
Yeah, because we know in Latah he could hear other people or they would walk by. So that's not the case here.
No.
For him, do you think he would rather be here in Ada County in the jail or in Latah County?
I think he kind of got a shock coming here. He probably didn't realize how big of a facility it is, spending over 500 days in Latah County, where it houses 38 inmates. I think he would probably rather go back there and have his TV.
It's interesting to think about it. You know, I mean,
That is crazy as hell.
Kohberger may have preferred being in Moscow, you know, where he had his own TV, And you know, it was a little more of a small town vibe here. He's apparently extremely isolated in this cell by himself there for
Born to Lana
23
does.
hours a day. I wanted to give you an idea of what the jail looks like. I went out there for our show on News Nation Banfield. I went out there and then also sort of showed the drive and where he comes into the courthouse here, which again, much different than what he was experiencing in Moscow. Take a look at this. This is the Ada County Jail in Boise, Idaho. It's a massive complex,
Whoa.
takes up a couple of blocks out here. Big difference from the jail where Bryan Kohberger was in Latah County, Idaho, in Moscow. Remember that little jail underneath the courthouse where they kept him? Well, this place is massive here in Boise. More than 1,000 inmate beds. There's 6 different dorm units, we're told, 4 for men, 2 for women, and they've even got 88 specialized beds for maximum security prisoners.
Dang.
In Moscow, when they would bring Kohberger up to court, it was pretty easy, just up a flight of stairs into the courtroom. But here in Boise, he has quite a bit of drive from the jail to the courthouse. It's about 3.5 miles, 10 to 15 minutes right through town. And this is where Kohberger will go into the courthouse. You can see it's a much bigger courthouse than in Moscow, Idaho. They've got this back entrance. It says restricted area. It's gated. They take the vans from the jail right down that driveway.
Angie, right? Yeah, chilling with Daybell.
Into that garage, and Kohberger will go inside without anyone even noticing. So again, similarities for me to the whole Lori Vallow trial. Pretty much the same thing would happen in terms of them transporting Lori Vallow
part.
here every day from the same jail, and then they would bring her in the back, and you can never really get a glimpse of her. So I guess that'll be the same with Kohberger when the trial starts. You know, in the media, we like when we can get video and stuff, and it doesn't look like there'll be many opportunities to do that here in Ada County. They do still have the live stream going of the court hearings and the trial. So that's the same as it was in Latah County. So the court controls it. So it's not zoomed in or anything, but we're able to hear and see a little bit of what's going on. They're going to live stream all the hearings. And the other thing the judge made clear is that the gag order, the non-dissemination order, they call it, but we call it a gag order, will remain in place. And he said it will be strictly enforced religiously. I think that's the quote he used. So it still aren't going to get
Oh,
a
hell.
lot of information besides what's said in court.
Okay, thank you.
Lawyers not really allowed to talk. Victims' family, lawyers, that kind of thing. The gag order will stay in place. So we'll continue to cover the trial, and even though now it's here in Boise, and we'll wait to see sort of what happens next in this long, drawn-out legal process. All right, see you guys later.
Oh, man. That is crazy. So we don't know if it's going to be in June of next year or if he's going to move it up. Crazy, crazy. Dana, thank you for the coffee thing. Y'all, 4 left. Let's hit that TikTok likes when we hit them goals. All right, let's keep going, y'all. This one's about Carly Gregg. It's the one they called Gypsy Rose 2.0. Yeah. Talk about she might get a new trial. What? Yeah. You guys ready? Let's give it a shot. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get 100 likes. We're almost there. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. You like true crime? We're live every single night. Lovely to see you guys. Hit the follow button. Keep tapping the screen too. Let's get 25,000 likes. And we got 4 more of the little coffee things, y'all. Let's hit some goals so TikTok will spread the word about the live stream. Here we go.
Now to our top story this morning. Convicted killer Carly Gregg could get a new trial as her defense team is filing a motion for a brand new trial for her. This is coming less than 2 weeks since the judge sentenced her to life in prison without the possibility of parole for murdering her mother and trying.
Oh, hell. She thought she was just going to get out, huh? She thought she was just going to get out. Lifetime was going to do a little documentary on her. She's going to have a makeup line and do like dances next to dirty pools. Nope.
To murder her stepfather. Now, the defense is claiming in their motion that new evidence has been discovered that was unavailable during the trial, including an unaired portion of an interview that Carly's biological father, Kevin Gregg, did with TV station WLBT. He says that Carly was placed in equestrian therapy as a young child due to experiencing auditory hallucinations.
Equestrian therapy for auditory hallucinations? What?
Gregg refused to cooperate in Carly's defense, refused to talk to the state, and refused to talk to the mental health professionals who were evaluating his daughter. So not a lot of help he was. But now her defense team has learned this information after the fact, that she was hearing voices, and that, of
Oh, hell. Queen, thank you.
course,
Create
could go
wave,
to
thank
her
you.
mental state at the time of the incident. Let's talk about what this means with retired criminal defense attorney Kirk Nurmi, the man who famously saved Jodi Arias's life. Kurt, good morning to you. Oh boy. Tell me your first thoughts when you heard that there was this newly discovered information unavailable to either side at the time of trial.
Good morning, Julie. Yeah, it's interesting, and it's not really surprising in the sense of what we learn about, right? We know that at her young age, to do what she did, there had to be some mental health issues. There had to be some trauma. There had to be something going on here. And now we're starting to see the beginnings of that in this motion. What her biological father could say could be very enlightening to her, maybe not her mental state at the time, but her mental health history, which touches on the idea of her transfer to adult court, as well as the viability of any defense. So given that an appeal, as we both know, Julie, and to remind the viewers that any appeal is limited to what's on the record, the defense felt compelled, probably not thinking that they're going to win this motion, but compelled to put this on the record to flesh these things out so that when that case goes up on appeal, the Court of Appeals has a full record before them.
Important
Oh, hell.
distinction you just made, Kirk. Thank you for that. So this motion is to the trial court. This is
Stella, thank you. Two left. You guys are amazing.
post-conviction relief with the trial court, where she had her case not yet up going to the appellate court, as you noted, which this is going to lay the groundwork for that potentially. Thank you for that. Kirk, so in this motion, it goes on to say that this new information from Carly's dad, Kevin Gregg, supports Dr. Andrew Clark, the forensic psychologist, their expert witness. It supports Dr. Clark's diagnosis of unspecified schizophrenic disorder, and it's likely to lead to a different result at a new trial. Dr. Clark testified to some of the writings in Carly's journal. I'm sure many of us remember that. Let's go back to that moment in the trial together now.
March 12th, Tuesday, she writes, "I think I had a psychotic break earlier. The whole ordeal was quite silly. I actually spoke with one of the voices in my head.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I didn't hear them until earlier today, but I only do then. My particular friend and I were practically screaming, bloodthirstily and ravenously. Thank God,
Whoa.
physical confrontation was not, and I think it's exclusively, possible. I sound crazy."
Kirk, we know Dad is saying that she heard voices. He's corroborating this. How much more weight, I guess, is this testimony from Dr. Andrew Clark given in light of the new information from Dad?
Well, certainly a little more, but I think, Julie, this is also a fertile ground to get more information. I mean, anytime anybody's making a psychological diagnosis, they want more information. And I hearken back then to this mention of her getting equestrian therapy at a young age. What motivated that? Did a doctor recommend that? What record?
Right. Stella, thank you.
Does the
I want equestrian therapy right now.
equestrian
Ride some horses.
therapy facility have? What documentation? What doctors looked at her? Because all that is important.
I'd walk in and go, hey. You're welcome.
Data in a psychological analysis. And so that could be very important in terms of fleshing it out, maybe even altering both psychologists' opinion to a certain degree. That's why I think this motion is so well taken.
Kirk, thank you for that. Great points. I have a clip of that interview that Kevin Gregg did with WLBT TV station. Let's take a look at some of it now.
That girl is not insane. That was a very dumb defense, if you ask me. But I wasn't involved. Nobody ever called me. I don't want to judge her. I hope she finds Jesus. I hope she can reconcile with what she did.
So I know that
That's her
first clip
dad
was
saying
quick,
that?
but he's saying that she knew right from wrong, that she wasn't insane, and that he called it a dumb defense. And then he also says that nobody talked to him about it. And Kirk, ironically, if you're on the defense side of this, he could have really tipped the scales for the defense, don't you think? If he would have talked about the hearing the voices, one more person saying that she may not have been totally clear at the time of the crimes.
Seems like the defense has taken a different position, that they did try to talk to him. They said that he did not talk to the state as well. So, when people are in interviews like this, they may be trying to project a certain something forward that may not be entirely accurate. That's why I think I've always found experience is guides me towards the unedited portions. What else did they say? What have they said in other forums? So yeah, to me, Mr. Gregg's comments don't ring very true or very solidified. I
Oh, hell.
want to see those records. That's what matters to me if I'm the defense.
Right, Kirk. Great point. So I know that it's early. This motion was just filed. We don't have the benefit of seeing a responsive motion yet from the state. But your thoughts, of course, everybody wants to know, is she going to get a new trial? How likely do you think
Deb, thank you.
that would be?
I think it tends to be very unlikely. Appeals probably have a less than 5% success rate. And in a case like this, a motion for new trial, because again, as you said earlier, we're not at the appellate court, we're in front of the same judge. So unless they were to find really compelling information, and by that probably I mean those records from the equestrian center, if they could have an expert come in and say, this could alter my opinion, or perhaps question the state's expert to say, would this alter your opinion? Then that could otherwise motivate a judge. But at this point, it's likely more a matter of building that record for the Court of Appeals, because a judge is unlikely to overturn their own rulings and what have you. So it's really a less than 5% chance, Julie.
This is really helpful. Kirk Nerby, you're awesome.
Man, even a 5% chance, less than 5% chance. I mean, that's crazy. Holy hell. Do you guys think she deserves a new trial? Probably wishes she took that plea deal at this point. Lord have mercy. That is crazy. Okay, the next one is somebody named Aaryn Williams, and it says demands that MOMTOK group sign an NDA. What the heck is MOMTOK? Anyways, let's find out. I think this is YouTuber headlines. You guys ready for this one? Let's find out. Is that Tiffany in the house? Oh, Tiff Watson? What you doing in here? Look, y'all, I'm gonna go back. I'm paper now. All right, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is YouTuber headlines. Let's keep going. Oh, by the way, YouTube, 15 likes. We're at 100. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Keep tapping the screen like crazy. And thank you for the hearts. Hit me with a little heart action. Come on, y'all. 8 more.
Would any moms in Texas like to make a new MOMTOK? Okay, because do you see this?
Oh, hell. What are we watching now? Yo, by the way, it is YouTuber headlines that we're watching. Make sure you go and follow, subscribe, do all the things. Amazing content. It's pinned down in the description. Let's go.
Aaryn Williams is starting 2 MOMTOK groups, the North and South Texas groups. She's making people send in applications to apply to be in this group, and you must sign an NDA. Taylor Frankie Paul started MOMTOK back in 2020. There were 2 other girls with her in the group at the time, Miranda and Camille.
Y'all, I have no idea who these people are.
Swinger scandal blew up, which got them a TV show, and here is the current Mormon MOMTOK group. There are 8 members, if you count Whitney, and Whitney said she has left the group, but she's still making content with them, so we're counting Whitney. Taylor Frankie Paul, who has been the leader of MOMTOK, said her most viewed
Taylor, who? Huh?
video ever was satire. In this video, she was holding a baby, answering a viewer's question about being a mom, and she said also a grandma.
My biggest video being a grandma, 50.
Oh, really?
That's my biggest video. I think it's like at 80 million views.
I was trying to figure out if you're actually a grandma.
And they believed it.
Keep that in mind when you're watching all of these mom content creators or any content creator on social media. Some of their most viewed videos ever are just completely fake videos, not even true. They're just leading the audience on. They want the audience to believe something that
Rage baiting. That's what we saw that the other night, y'all. What video was it? And they were rage baiting. Remember, that's what they said. They were like, you better not be rage baiting. And they were. That's what they're doing right here.
isn't necessarily true. They want to enrage people, shock people. People were shocked by that video because, of course, Taylor doesn't look like a grandma. And
I'm shocked because I don't know who the hell these people are.
Taylor has even come out and admitted that a lot of her content is just satire. Demi, who is in Taylor's MOMTOK group, and she's also on the show Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, just talked about this in a video. Listen to what she had to say about it.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's crazy as hell.
If you've followed all of us for a long time, you know that a lot of our content is satire and just kind of playing off of the hate that we get on social media.
And you follow us for a long time, and
I believe Aaryn's
people watch that
group will do the same type of thing. A lot of their content will be satire, and they will play off of whatever type of drama and hate the internet is giving them. They will make videos responding and playing off of that just to create more drama. MOMTOK groups are popping up all over the United States. I've seen Idaho, Louisiana,
Oh, hell.
Texas. I heard another girl talking
Nevada?
about getting people together in Georgia and Alabama. I've heard
Lord have mercy.
several different meanings of mom talk, but most people that I hear talk about mom talk refers to it as a group of Mormon influencers. One viewer said it's a group of Mormon swingers.
Whoa.
According
They like to go to the playgrounds? They like to go on the playgrounds and swing around on the thing? They do the thing where you swing up and then you like jump off and run? Oh, that was ASMR right there. YouTube, do you like that?
to the series, Mom Talk refers to a group of Mormon influencers. Taylor Frankie Paul
Upside down pineapple
is considered the creator of Mom Talk, a group of Mormon influencers on TikTok. Part of the fascination with Taylor's Mom Talk group.
Does that mean I need to start a daddy talk?
How dare you?
Oops. I have to start that group up. See if
Group is the fact that they're Mormon. Taylor said there's a stigma that all Mormons are supposed to live the same way or do things the same way. The point of our show is that there are so many different ways of living Mormonism. It's a spectrum. Aaryn said Mom Talk is just moms getting together, making TikToks.
Mom Talk is just moms getting together and making TikToks. That's all it means.
I think it's more than that. It's a business. These are content creators getting together to collab, to support each other, to make content with each other, to essentially work together to make money. The incentive behind content creation is money. 100% a business opportunity. On the show, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they even talk about getting the group back together so they can get their sponsorships going again.
that is a crazy ass picture. Stella, thank you.
That's where they make the money. Whitney just made
What the hell is that? Yo, is that YouTube appropriate? What is that? Oh, come on. Man, that is crazy. Is that what I think it is? YouTube, somebody tell me. TikTok, if you can't see the video, we're live on YouTube also at the same time. The Mystery Project on YouTube. What the hell is that? That better be a damn earbud. That's a big ass earbud, though. That earbud, like, what is it?
$20,000 to advertise an adult toy.
I was. No. That was an earbud, YouTube. YouTube overlords. I thought it was an earbud or like an outdoor speaker. I thought it was a waterproof speaker. I thought that's why it was in the shower. It's a waterproof speaker. It floats. You drop it off the boat, you can swoop it up. That was crazy as hell.
Aaryn posted this to Instagram. She said, please apply here. You must live in Texas, be able to drive, meet at least once a month for content filming, include your social media handle. Aaryn posted this video on TikTok saying the same thing, just saying there's a North and South Texas mom group.
I can't believe I'm posting this. It's going to be really exciting. Like, I'm very, very much looking forward to the Texas Mom Talk.
Why does she look
Psycho
like she was
Sammy, a creator on TikTok.
that lady looked like she was an extra on Twilight. Do you see that? She got the sparkle going. She got them blue ass eyeballs. Did y'all see that? That looked crazy. I thought a werewolf was about to jump.
Saw Aaryn's video and she responded to it.
Texas is not full. We have
Look, she even got the vampire teeth.
Did she really just say she's taking applications? Like girls like you. The whole point of Mom Talk was to bring moms together, no judgment. I think you missed that. We have a group of women that we're starting to all connect and get together, and there's not one person that's wrote me, and I've been like, let me check your Instagram and your account.
She goes on to say that Aaryn is asking people to submit an application and send in their social media handles so that she can judge them. And if she doesn't like them, then she's not going to allow them in her Mom Talk group. And Sammy said that's the definition of a mean girl. Sammy's video is no longer
Just a mean talk.
on
Mean mom talk.
TikTok. She said her video got reported. Sammy said, unfortunately, the video in question, she had reported it and had all of her groupies report it, so it's currently being appealed. Before her video got taken down, Aaryn saw the video and left a comment on the video. Aaryn said, oh, hi, sorry for the confusion. Some of the girls don't have any following at all, actually. The reason I capped it at 8 is so we can all fit in the frame, and for scheduling reasons, it would be really hard to accommodate more than that at one time. I feel bad it came across as mean girls. I think everyone should start a group. Sammy responded, it's cool, Miss May.
Man, I'm starting daddy talk. I'm going to accommodate a lot more Nate.
You what?
Oh, I'm on a roll tonight, y'all.
I don't expect you to understand. We are from different worlds in this life, so. And then she posted another video response.
Sorry for the confusion. I'm not confused. You just proved the point of like some of them don't even actually have a following. Why does that matter? This isn't what Mom Talk was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, women getting together, supporting each other, and from all diversities. I don't like when other women put other women in a box. And I get marketing, I get it. But if this is just Mom Talk, maybe just don't use that name. Maybe just say it's a whole bunch of white girls getting together. And I don't even want to say white girls because I'm a white girl, but I am not that white. Maybe it's just like,
The hell are you talking about?
see, I don't know a nice way to put this without sounding like a complete asshole. But you know what? Fuck it. Maybe it's just some Richie moms getting together with no type of diversity or rhythm.
People were leaving comments on Sammy's video saying, say it louder for the people in the back, let her know. Have you seen the girls in her group? She chose pretty girls to fit the mean girl, pretty girl crap. Sammy said, I'm unfortunately blocked, but I've had people send me screenshots, and yeah, my perception of her was spot on. We know that Aaryn has used NDAs before. She has all of her
Who is
her
that?
nanny sign NDAs, and there's been some speculation as to if she has her friends sign NDAs, but she had her Mom Talk group sign NDAs. Aaryn posted this on TikTok saying, time for that NDA. A viewer said, it's giving professional. Aaryn said, it's giving don't talk about my business. Some people say Aaryn is such an open book and she shares everything, but the fact that she's having these women sign an NDA before she will make content with them and get closer to them just shows that there is so much that viewers, her followers, her fans just don't know about her. She keeps a lot of stuff private. She actually posted this the other day on Instagram saying, the secret to being a private person is to overshare dumb shit so people think you're an open book, but not tell them any of the important details of your life. People in Sammy's comments were saying, if I have to sign an NDA to be part of a friend group, I don't want any part of it. Sammy said, exactly. When the mamas sent me that, I about lost it. I was like, this just keeps getting worse and worse, at least for her. NDA for a TikTok mom group that's really just to gain clout? Let's be for real. Aaryn's Mom Talk group did post their first video. It says South Texas Mom Talk, introducing my version of South Texas Mom Talk. A viewer left a comment.
Man, y'all are crazy as hell sending me this. Are you about to send me on a damn Mom Talk rabbit hole? This is crazy as hell. Oh, why? I could be rewatching Breaking Bad right now. Instead, I got Mom Talk.
Saying, oh, so this is how I find out that I didn't make the cut. Aaryn responded, I'm sorry, it's not personal. So it sounds like everyone who applied to be in the group didn't get a response from Aaryn. If you didn't make it, it sounds like she didn't let you know that you didn't make it. She kind of just left you hanging. Some of the girls in this South Texas group are Aaryn's friends and have been her friends for a while. Happy, healthy.
Oh, Lord. What was that? Ranifus? Thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Sorry if I said your name wrong and you're like, man, I'm trying to get a refund on that heart.
The Hogans is in the group. Happy Healthy Hogans has been caught in the past gossiping in her DM. So Jess Tex-Mex is also a part of the group and she's a friend of Aaryn's. Here are the other 4 women in the group. None of these women are monetized on TikTok. You have to have 10,000 followers to be monetized. So Aaryn is monetized on TikTok and Tex-Mex is monetized on TikTok. The other girls,
Is that what the people do, like the shops and stuff, and they just sell you a bunch of random shit you don't need?
won't be making money on these TikToks until they gain 10,000 followers. And I believe you have to have 100,000 views in the last 30 days. Aaryn did say that they're not trying to be on Hulu. They just want to have fun. What do you think about this Mom Talk group? Would you be in a mom group that creates content for social media when you...
Yep, I'm down. Y'all, put me in. Mom Talk, where you at? Come on. I can create some content with
have to sign an NDA. Aaryn is definitely protecting herself in the group, and I think the other women should protect themselves as well.
Oh, hell. It's over. It's gone. What's next? Oh, it's some P. Diddles. It's the old Toxic Talk. See, there you go, Michelle. That sounds like a better name. That's a way better name. Bam. Uh-oh. We got Diddy back here. What the hell's gonna happen? I don't know. Let's see. This one says Diddy's adopted daughter finally reveals his issues, I guess I have to say. And then the next one is Diddy also, and it's feds exposed Diddy for putting a hint on Katt Williams for exposing him. What the hell's going on? And these are 2 new channels too. This is Kiki's Tea. So I think, let's go. Let's see.
Y'all, the streets just dug out some shocking new information about Diddy's adopted daughter.
Oh, hell. Yep. Y'all, this is Kiki's Tea. New channel. We haven't listened to this one before, so make sure you go subscribe. She's pinned down in the description. Kiki's Tea, talking about Diddy and I guess his adopted daughter. Let's go.
Ava Baroni. And unfortunately, the situation is not looking good for
Baroni?
Ava.
Is that Puff Daddy right there? That dude looking crazy as hell. Oh my God. Is that him?
In 2020, Diddy made a big deal about how he was adopting Ava from off the streets, but she disappeared as soon as she came on the scene, and for a long time, nobody even thought about her. Well, considering the allegations made about Diddy and the things the feds said in their indictment documents against him, fans have every right to worry about Ava and what happened to her. So was Ava another one of Diddy's victims? Let's break this down. It's like Ava Baroni pretty much disappeared from the public eye and nobody realized what was going on. While everyone's focused on his latest scandals, nobody's asking the important question, where did she go? And how on earth did he find a girl and adopt her only to dump her the moment the cameras stopped rolling? Let me tell you, things are getting sketchier, but it looks like the feds might have finally uncovered the truth. This happened in 20.
Oh, hell, here we go. What is that? Why does that dude got like a mining hat on? Trying to cut his hair.
2020, and at the time, nobody really thought twice about how weird it was for Diddy to randomly adopt a girl. I mean, sure, there was already talk on the streets about how Diddy was shady, but the tea back then was about how he was on the DL and had allegedly been intimate with a lot of male rappers in the industry. But hey,
Oh, hell, I remember that.
whatever goes on in his bedroom was his business, and at the time, we thought that everything that happened was all consensual, so it wasn't a biggie. His bedroom, his rules. But girl, with what we know now about him, it's enough to make your skin crawl. And we can now see Diddy for what he really is, and let me tell you, it sent alarm bells ringing in our heads. We have Cassie's lawsuit to thank for that because she pulled the mask off Diddy's face and showed us what he really was like behind the scenes.
Who is that?
Lil Rod continued from where Cassie stopped, and he
Is that Cassie?
exposed Diddy for not only trying to SA him, but also passing him along to other men. He also claimed that Diddy partied with young girls in his studio and had brought them in by the busload. One of Diddy's neighbors even claimed that Diddy
A busload?
allegedly brought young girls to his house at night with buses.
Man, this is crazy.
Right next to him. Do too much. Like,
Look up Ali Carter. Yeah, definitely will.
it's all type of well. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning, it gets wild.
The real chaos started when Homeland Security raided his LA
Dear
and
Lord.
Miami homes over trafficking allegations. That's when it became clear that this was way bigger than the usual celebrity drama. Until then, it was just civil lawsuits, no criminal charges in sight. But when the feds come in with a full-scale raid, you know they've uncovered something.
Right? Oh, what is that? Man, this is crazy. What are you wearing?
Something big. After the raid, Diddy's lawyers quickly fired back, slamming the feds and accusing them of just trying to stir up drama and damage his reputation. They claimed the authorities were piling on Diddy to take him down and destroy his public image. His lawyer said, this unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced, coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name.
Uh-huh. Oh, gee, thank you. You're so sweet. We hit the hearts. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. We got 100 likes. Let's go for 200, y'all. Let's keep it going. Oh, I got to sneeze.
A federal officer replied to this and said, we believe that there is a disturbing history of S trafficking. We are responding to concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. This is not random. We didn't choose his name out of a hat. We had allegations that we're following up on. Things have definitely escalated since then, and now
what the hell is that? Oh, God.
Diddy is in federal custody. He tried to secure bail, offering $50 million and putting up both his house and his mom's homes as collateral, but they still denied him and ordered him to stay locked up. That really puts the gravity of the situation into perspective. The indictment document was alarming because Diddy was a straight-up menace. Well, the streets are now saying that the feds didn't reveal everything in the indictment document and they left something out. Word on the streets is that the feds might have dug out something on Ava Baroni, and sadly, it sounds like her time with Diddy wasn't all sunshine and rainbows like we'd hoped. In 2020,
Oh, hell.
Diddy went on Instagram Live to announce that he adopted a white girl named Ava, and he was more than happy to show her off on Live. He brought her on screen to introduce herself and talk about her new life with him and how excited she was to be a part of the Combs family. It was such an unexpected moment that everyone was puzzled.
That is crazy as hell. Let me just go around just randomly adopting people
to figure out what was truly happening. Fast forward to now, with all this new drama coming to light, and the whole situation surrounding that announcement just keeps getting sketchier and sketchier. Back then, we thought Diddy was just being a decent guy by adopting a child during the pandemic when kids really needed extra love. But now people are looking at him sideways for various reasons, and that adoption video seems pretty concerning in hindsight. Here's
Oh, hell. Stella, thanks for the donuts.
another major red flag. Diddy compared his adoption experience to Madonna's, which should have immediately sent off red flags because Madonna's adoption process has to be one of the most controversial scandals in Hollywood, which is saying a
What?
lot. Multiple people
Madonna has kids?
have come out to
That's terrifying.
reveal that Madonna didn't always stick to the rules with her adoption. Last
Oh.
year, the Ethiopian World
Imagine that.
Federation accused her of human trafficking and exploiting children, alleging that she misled parents.
Who is that? That is crazy as hell. Who are the people in that picture, y'all?
Into giving up their kids by promising them education in the U.S. only to adopt them instead. Those kids were never meant to be adopted, but she twisted the law in her favor and got away with it. It's definitely interesting that Diddy would draw a comparison between his adoption and Madonna's,
Was that Madonna in the middle of that picture?
especially given all the controversy surrounding her. And honestly, it doesn't seem like a mistake. Fans are also wondering why Diddy only featured his sons in that video and not his daughters. Ava seems to be around the same age as his daughters, and she even talked about how excited she was to play with them. So why on earth were his daughters not in the live video? Ava seemed really uncomfortable in that video, and now we have to wonder why. The streets are talking about how Ava seemed uneasy, and there are a lot of theories.
Oh, that girl is young as hell. In that video, she looked like she could be 18, 19. In that picture right there, she looks like she's like 10. Man, this is crazy as hell. This is crazy.
Theories about why. Was it the vibes in the room? Diddy's sons had their own share of drama. Justin's name came up in Lil Rod's lawsuit for allegedly helping Diddy find young girls. And Christian has been sued for SA. So it wouldn't be surprising that the vibes would be off, even if Ava couldn't figure out why. But here's the part that has people concerned. Ava seemed to vanish completely after that video. Sure, she was spotted a few times with Diddy's twins, Jesse and Delilah, but then it was like she disappeared into thin air. No family photos, no videos, nothing. Given that Diddy had her calling him Papa Combs, you'd think she would have been around more and he would have spent more time with his new daughter. Now, with all the shocking allegations against Diddy, mistreating women and all that stuff, fans can't help but to speculate if something shady happened to Ava. It's becoming a real-life mystery, leaving everyone wondering what's really going on behind the scenes.
Oh,
Here's
God,
where things
come
get
on.
even more interesting. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, stepped up and spilled some
I don't need to see that angle.
serious tea. He even addressed the rumors about Diddy doing some shady stuff to Ava. While he didn't come right out and say it, he dropped some heavy hints, claiming that everyone in the industry knows what Diddy is really like.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bruh, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. It's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sex charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN. It's keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
Unfortunately, things are not looking good for Ava right now. The streets are saying that she did not escape from Diddy without a couple of scars, and it looked like something bad might have happened to her. Now, I'm not saying that Diddy SA'd her or anything like that, but word on the streets is that she could have been exposed to Diddy's violent side. Honestly, this wouldn't be surprising because given how many women the feds have alleged that Diddy hurt, it wouldn't be surprising that Ava saw all that go down. Girl, this whole situation is a nightmare. And fans said, did anyone else feel uncomfortable by the fact that Diddy made it a point to put his white adopted daughter on the spot to tell her adoption story? She clearly was uncomfortable with the whole situation, and Diddy and his fam were just laughing and flaunting her like an object. I adopted you just
This is crazy as hell.
like Madonna. Well, Mr. Combs, Madonna is being investigated for child trafficking. banned from other countries. There is so much wrong with the video. It's chilling. Sick people. And this whole Diddy situation seems a lot deeper than I think we all realize.
Right? Holy hell. Did y'all know about that? I didn't know about that, but that is crazy. Oh my God. All right, let's keep it going. Here's another one talking about what he may have done allegedly to Katt Williams.
So it looks like the Jets were not kidding when they announced that they were going to be going after Diddy from every angle, because they have moved on from his freak offs and they're now exposing him for allegedly taking out his ops. The streets have been
Oh, hell, it's going to get crazy, y'all. By the way, this is a new channel too, so make sure you go subscribe. Miss T, pinned down in the description. Show her some love. Show her some love, you guys. And make sure you find everybody. Everybody's pinned in the description. Let's keep going.
saying for
And thanks for the donuts, y'all. I see that. Stella, thank you.
a long time that Diddy allegedly unlives his ops, and it seems like we finally have some proof. Cassie said it in her lawsuit, Little Rod said it in his, and now the feds are claiming that Diddy allegedly tried to take out Katt Williams after Katt exposed him earlier this year.
Hold on, Shannon Sharp.
On Club Shay Shay. The feds also came with some shocking receipts that expose just how lucky Katt is to be alive, and it's wild. You already know that Katt is never shy about spilling the tea. That's what landed him in this mess in the first place.
Katt Williams is funny as hell, too. If you haven't seen his stand-up, it's great.
Everything he said was next level wild, and of course, he came through with some receipts to back it all up, especially with his claims about how Diddy desperately wanted to get him in his bed. But the real question is Diddy just head over heels for a Katt?
Not the video of him licking his lips like that. Oh, hell no.
How dare you? Like Katt claimed, or is he so down bad that he's doing whatever it takes to get to Katt? Well, right after the new year, Shannon Sharp and Katt Williams decided to stir the pot with an interview that had the internet ablaze, completely in a chokehold. And Katt doesn't even talk much, but when he does, y'all, he really talks. This time he spilled some crazy, serious tea that had everybody gagged. He had a lot to say about Hollywood's big names like Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, and more. But the part that got everybody talking was the wild story he shared about Diddy. Like I said earlier, Katt mentioned that Diddy tried to seduce him and get him in his bed. You got to tell him no.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Oh, God. Is that AI? That's not real. That's not real life, is it? That looks like Katt Diddy. Looks like P. Williams right there. What the hell is happening?
Now, I've had to
We live in a simulation, y'all. This is crazy as hell.
turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so free.
Kid, I need another one. You here, get your number.
Thank you.
Shannon Sharp straight up just pouring him friggin' shot.
Sir, thank you.
But according to the streets, when Katt turned Diddy down, the man allegedly went so far as to threaten to assault him. Now, unless you've been living under a rock or out in space somewhere, you probably already heard about the whispers about Diddy and his, let's say, extracurricular activities. But even
Oh, hell.
before Katt spilled the tea, there have been rumors swirling for ages about Diddy trying to get a little too close to some young men in the industry. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But for a hot minute now, people have been talking about how Diddy can't seem to keep it together and has been out here slinging it all over town. But here's the real twist. It's not just with women, because the streets are claiming that Diddy has been getting flirty with the fellas too. And apparently his harem isn't just full of chicks, but some boys too. But honestly, this isn't even new information, because people have been whispering about
The boys too.
Diddy for a while, that he has a thing for the men. Because even back in the 90s, Wendy Williams was one of the few brave voices.
Oh, yeah. And didn't something happen to her? Like she flipped or something? I can't remember exactly, but I know something crazy happened with her, right?
Who tried to expose Diddy's alleged secret gay activities on her Hot 97 talk show. Diddy had serious power back then, and when he found out that Wendy was on to him, he didn't just sit back because he ordered the ladies from his girl group Total to try to jump Wendy and teach her a lesson.
I remember I got off the air one day and them total bitches were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, get it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through now. I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads.
Well, anyways, Diddy definitely miscalculated on that one because almost getting jumped was not enough to make Wendy back down. She kept dropping talks about him being on the down low, and Diddy wasn't having it. He got so mad that he ended up getting her fired from her job. And basically,
oh hell. She has to get fired from her own show. That's crazy. Y'all, TikTok, if you want to watch the videos, come over to YouTube. The Mystery Project on YouTube. That's the name of the channel. We're live there right now also. So we're live on Rumble, X, YouTube, and TikTok all at once every single night. The Mystery Project on everything except TikTok. TikTok is still the haunted side. Yes, you did. I was on Paranormal Caught on Camera. They featured me so many times, y'all. But yes, you did see it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Let's keep it going. Oh, and TikTok, hit the follow button. If you're new, my name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. Literally every night. So hit the follow button. Keep tapping the screen too. Hit me with some donut action. And YouTube, let's get 200 likes. We're at 114. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, y'all. Let's go.
he tried to ruin her career.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burnt at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Wendy's now ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, also spoke about this in an interview, revealing just how close Diddy came to ruining Wendy's life and her career.
Is it true that Diddy got her fired from the radio station? Did he have anything to do with that?
I think that he had, yes, I think he had,
Mr.
well,
Diamond,
let's
thank
be
you.
clear, nobody got fired.
Okay.
He got suspended.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he use his influence and power with Steve Smith and him at the time? And God knows whatever his relationship was with the overall station, because Bad Boy was a powerhouse. We all know how Bad Boy dominated a large part of the 90s. And as far as New York, you know, they was a powerhouse. So was he, you know, King Joffrey Joe? Yeah. Did he go in there and shake him up and say, yo, you know, I want this chick off? She dissing my group and all kinds of shit? Yeah.
Wendy was one of the few people who had the guts to call Diddy out on his BS. And that's exactly why people miss her so much. You just know she would have had a field day with this Diddy situation, especially when Cassie's lawsuit dropped. She'd be on that story like white on rice, giving us all the messy details with zero filter. But hopefully we're filling some of that gap. So hit subscribe if you like it. But
heck yes.
Also, isn't it wild that Diddy's first action was violence, ordering his artist to jump Wendy? What happened to the good old dialogue and trying to talk it out like a mature adult? There was no reason for Diddy to immediately jump into violence, but then again, given what we know now about him, should we even be surprised? Or what really had fans feeling even worse about Diddy's violent side?
Oh, hell.
Was Cassie filing her lawsuit against him. She accused him of not just hurting her, but also manipulating her throughout more than their 10-year relationship. But it didn't stop there. She claimed that he forced her to be intimate with male escorts that he'd bring to his freak-off parties. The lawsuit was so heavy that it literally came with a trigger warning right on the first page. Diddy thought settling out of court would put an end to it all, but that just opened the floodgates for even more legal trouble that he hadn't faced in years. Multiple women stepped forward with stories about how Diddy had allegedly essayed them, including one woman who claimed she was very young when it happened.
Oh, hell.
This had everybody
burn in hell for that.
questioning what really went down in these freak-off parties and whether there was an actual consent involved. As Cassie said, she often felt like she had no choice in those situations. Now, don't get me wrong, being gay really isn't the issue here. Be gay, Diddy, we don't care. It's more about the behavior that Diddy allegedly showed. He can do whatever he wants in his bedroom. It's just the shady stuff that's got people talking and all the secretiveness. The whole situation is just crazy because Diddy ended up hurting a lot of people along the way. Take
Right.
Cassie's lawsuit, for example, where she claimed he forced her to be intimate with male escorts while he just sat back and got off on it. And according to Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, those freak-offs were for Diddy's pleasure in more ways than one. Gene pointed out that at these gatherings, it just wasn't about fun.
Oh, hell. These gatherings.
They were designed
Oh, Lord. Lisa, good to see
to
you.
cater to Diddy's desires. Plus, if we look back at Cassie's lawsuit, she mentioned that Diddy had specific requests for what he wanted when he was hiring these male escorts for these freak-offs. It's wild to think about the level of control he allegedly had over the people and the situation.
She say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So, what you think about that? Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him?
You what?
Man, this is crazy.
Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for
what
them to have sex with her?
Hex? Lord have mercy.
So is it just me, or does it seem like Gene doesn't like Diddy very much? I mean, it's sort of hard to blame him for not liking Diddy, because can you imagine what it meant to be working for Diddy and seeing all the nasty and crazy stuff he may have been doing? This kind of explains why he jumps at every opportunity that he can to expose as much as he can on Diddy. Okay, so back to Katt and the interview on Club Shay Shay. Katt
Oh,
built
hell
his whole
yeah.
reputation for calling out every shady part of the industry, and he's not one to shy away from exposing the dirt that most fans are totally oblivious to. When it comes to sketchy dealings with all the Illuminati nonsense, you definitely can't pay Katt enough to keep his mouth shut. He's never really been a fan of Diddy and has a history of calling him out for his questionable relationships with younger men. Katt has even dropped the P word to describe Diddy, if you know and catch my drift. So people might think that Katt's recent comments are all about Cassie, but no. He's been coming for Diddy since way back in 2011. He exposed both Jermaine Dupri and Diddy for allegedly essaying the Criss Cross boys. Chris Kelly and Chris Smith were just kids when Jermaine Dupri
No, not the crisscross. No, not crisscross. Man. No wonder they wore their pants backwards.
What? What the fuck?
Y'all remember that? Oh, hell. Now it all makes sense. That is horrible. Y'all remember that too? Remember that? They had their pants on backwards. Oh, that's crazy as hell. I wonder if that was like foreshadowing. Yeah, jump, jump, Chris, I'll make you wanna jump, jump, Chris, I'll make you wanna. I remember that song too. Damn, that's crazy as hell.
Noticed them in the 90s. They were so young that they were still in elementary school at the time. But by the time they hit 12 and 13, they were making waves in the industry. And behind the scenes, things were dark. Allegedly, Jermaine was SAing them and even passing them out to his friends in the industry, including Diddy. And it's just
Man,
a
you
wild
crazy
and
as hell for
tragic
that.
situation. These young boys allegedly went through horrific acts for years, causing Chris Kelly to develop a drug problem due to the years of abuse. And the crazy part is that both boys had suspicions about Jermaine, but have been promised fame and fortune, and being the young boys they were, they succumbed to the pressure. And in an interview, Chris Kelly had this to say: "We were just playing video games at this mall in Atlanta when all of a sudden this dude comes to us and said he'd like for us to work with him as rap musicians. We had no idea who he was. In fact, I told my daddy that the guy was probably a child molester. Yeah, he basically looked
Oh, hell.
at us all funny." And according to Gene Deal, the passing out of young stars wasn't just limited to Jermaine Dupri. Diddy also had his plans to pimp out the members of his girl band Danity Kane, allegedly.
Because I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up.
Damn, Danity Kane. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
And he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio. And I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, "Yo, I'm a drug dealer. south and picked them up and pimped them out to my,
Oh, hell. Go burn in hell for that one.
pimped them out to my nigga. He said, I'm going to drug them out. I'm going to get them all on drugs.
That is crazy as hell. Rugs, by the way, TikTok overlords.
And I'm going to pimp their ass out to my. I was like, them somebody kids. And walked out.
And Katt had known this since 2011, so when he called out Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, he used the P word.
What's happening? Back to JD ain't had. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri, small as a child. I was fucking jealous.
But what's really crazy about
Whoa.
this is that Diddy, knowing Katt's feelings about him, still tried to proposition him like he was some kind of lover boy. Like, what? It just doesn't add up. But according to Katt, Diddy went all out trying to get to him, even offering him $50 million for a one-night stand. Like, seriously? Diddy is definitely not getting out of these allegations unscathed. Katt didn't dive into all
$50 million for a little diddle? Man, you crazy as hell.
the details, but an insider revealed that Diddy wasn't happy about being turned down and allegedly even sent people after Katt to kidnap him and take him to some unknown spot. Allegedly, Katt barely managed to escape, and that's a big part of why he's kept his distance from Diddy. Sources say Katt believes Diddy was trying to force him into a freak-off against his will, and he's just lucky to have gotten out. Now, you'd think that that kind of experience would make Katt stay low and keep quiet, right? Well, if you thought that, you clearly do not know the man Katt. That man is impossible to intimidate. The Illuminati has been coming for him for years, allegedly, and he still calls them out. So Diddy's attempts to pressure him into a freak-off only made him more determined to speak out. Instead, it made him really mad.
Yo, that special right there was funny as hell. The one where he's wearing the blue jacket like that. That's a good one.
Decided he wanted to go in on Diddy and expose some wild tea that we didn't even know about. Like the fact that the bromance between Diddy and Jay-Z goes way deeper than just a bromance, because there's a little bit of a hanky-panky thing going on.
Oh, hell.
Allegedly. But before we get into Katt's revelations, let's talk about how 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy since Cassie's lawsuit dropped. Because, y'all, it's like 50 has been waiting for the perfect moment and opportunity to troll Diddy, even more than he has been already. After Diddy's fourth lawsuit, 50 said, no, he will be fine. He has so much money. When his corporate partners pull out, he will just reach into his pockets and make it happen. You saw how fast he paid Cassie. He's a real billionaire. He has FU money, guys. So FU. Did he do it? Coming soon. In another IG post, 50 Cent posted a video of Eddie Griffin cracking jokes about Diddy. In that video, Eddie Griffin was seen taking a swipe at Diddy's long-standing beef with Suge Knight, who's currently doing time behind bars. On his Twitter page, 50 Cent said, I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he'll file bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here comes the receipts. Yeah, so 50 is definitely an enforcer on the hate Diddy train, just like Katt. Because Katt exposed Jay-Z for allegedly being Diddy's lover and partner in crime. For some context, Jaguar Wright had an interview in which she straight up claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z were more than just friends. She hinted at some intimate moments between them, if you catch my drift.
Oh, hell.
Rivalry with Honeycombs and AKA Diddy. And
why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycombs?
Because he smacks him.
Because he smacks.
That fucking sodomy. Anyway.
What?
And if y'all can trust 50 Cent to join that party too, as an enforcer, and he shared a video of him on stage with Diddy and Jay-Z, capturing the moment when Diddy playfully smacked Jay-Z's butt on stage in front of thousands of people.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do for him, Jay? I want to take him back a little bit. What's there, my nigga? You know Rockefeller shouting on the fucking city, nigga.
But according to Katt,
Whoa.
Williams, there's way more going on than what meets the eye. She claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy have been involved in some shady business together, not just freak-offs, but also allegedly grooming younger women.
Oh man, you crazy as hell.
You know the saying, birds of a
Burn hell
feather
for that
flock
one.
together, right? Well, Katt believes that definitely applies here because he's claiming that Diddy and Jay-Z are knee-deep in some messy business together. I know that everybody is saying the same thing right about now, but as Katt was one of the first people to speak on it. Another person who also spoke on it is Jaguar Wright, who stepped up to reveal that Diddy wasn't alone in his mess because he and Jay-Z were allegedly in cahoots. She also claimed that Jay-Z has managed to get away with the same type of behavior because he's been way more careful. But let's be real, a lot smarter than Diddy.
Sean Carter is worse.
Dang.
Oh, man. He's smarter. He's patient.
Is Sean Carter Jay-Z?
You what?
I don't know these people, y'all. Is that did I make that up?
He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This pussy been lining up people he calls friends.
Whoa! This what? Holy hell.
And stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
Trucking.
Well, Katt backed up Jaguar on that, claiming that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly groomed women together. He pointed out that even though that Diddy has been the one getting dragged over this for years, Jay-Z is definitely not innocent either. Katt also pointed out how Jay-Z has allegedly involved himself with Foxy Brown way before he met Beyonce, and they
what the is that Jay-Z? Man, that is crazy as hell. That doesn't look like Jay-Z. That looks like J Element OP.
first met when she was just 14 or 15 years old.
Oh,
Jay
see,
was
you'll burn hell for that one.
just 27. These rumors have been floating around for a minute, but Foxy has always insisted that nothing happened between her and Jay, claiming they were just friends. But let's be real. What 27-year-old man wants to be friends with a 15-year-old girl? Y'all got nothing in common. But let's not even get into how Jay-Z wrote an explicit amount of lyrics for Foxy Brown back in the 90s, which just makes the whole thing kind of gross. And there is this blind item on Reddit that said, I don't want no smoke with the beehive, but let's examine her husband. He was dealing with the 14 or 15-year-old Foxy Brown, involved romantically with her, writing explicit, vulgar lyrics, used her as a drug mule on his trips to Maryland.
Oh, Lord.
He has always been known to degrade women during these times. So let's not act like he is beyond this type of behavior when it is documented. Now, Katt also pointed out how Jay-Z literally turned a blind eye when his bestie at the time, R. Kelly, groomed Aaliyah and married her when she was a minor. Now, you probably already know about the whole R. Kelly saga with Aaliyah. The manipulation, the marriage when she was just 15, using a fake ID to say that she was 18. Shockingly, even after all that came out, Jay-Z kept on collaborating with R. Kelly. They even dropped a joint album titled The Best of Both Worlds. Oh, which was right in smack in the middle of R. Kelly's allegations. But don't even get me started on Katt's allegations about Diddy and Jay-Z and how Diddy allegedly helped Jay-Z drug Beyonce. In case y'all missed it.
What?
There were rumors a while back about how Jay-Z was allegedly manipulating Beyonce using drugs. Jaguar claimed that Jay-Z is a monster.
Who the heck is Beyonce?
Who is so obsessed with keeping Beyonce in his control that he keeps her drugged up.
Monster.
Man, this is crazy as hell.
Not known he's a monster for years. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat.
Oh, hell.
Keep her girl.
She then asked the Beehive to start a Free Beyonce campaign because she is a prisoner allegedly in her marriage and that she is trapped.
Tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce. She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Oh, no. If Beyonce is in prison.
What?
She's one of the most expensive persons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say. She is told what to eat. She is told what to drink. She is told what to wear.
That's the music industry.
She is not her husband's wife. She is his employee.
That's the music industry.
It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
Well, Katt
That's the music industry.
was the first to link that to Diddy, claiming that Diddy helped Jay-Z do it. And with the recent allegations of Diddy being exposed for allegedly drugging people, it's not all that shocking that he might have something to do with it. Y'all, with all these allegations that Katt has made against Diddy, I guess we shouldn't be so surprised that Diddy allegedly put a hit out on him. I mean, he was already in the hot seat because of Katt's lawsuit, and Katt's revelations just made things 10 times worse for him. But as you can expect, fans have had a lot to say about this situation. They believe in comments saying, Katt been exposed in Hollywood, but people called him crazy. He told us about those parties in Hollywood. A lot of your favorite actors and musicians are involved in some sinister stuff, especially involving children. A lot of people are not ready for the truth. Katt has
Yeah, they're gonna burn in
been
hell.
telling the truth for over 2 decades now, and everybody just called him crazy and have tried to have him blacklisted and destroyed his reputation and character throughout the years so they could make him shut up and go away. But Katt took a licking and kept on coming back. Another person said, always knew I was right about Jay-Z. We always knew about Diddy, but I always felt like Jay-Z had a lot of secrecy with him. And I'm not talking about what drug dealing either. I'm talking about exactly what is being shown. Y'all, it's been one heck of a week.
Damn, that's the truth. That was a good video, y'all. Make sure you follow that page, pinned down in the description. By the way, we got one more. This is a shorter one, but I had to include this one, y'all, because apparently this sheriff's deputy was doing TikTok videos and she ended up getting herself suspended for them. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but TikTok, if you want to come over and watch it, it's gonna be on YouTube. So TikTok, right now, click my face, go to the profile, click that YouTube link, come over and watch the last one because I'm in the TikTok. Y'all, come to YouTube. The Mystery Project. You don't want to miss this one. The Mystery Project on YouTube, y'all. Come on over. Thanks for the love on TikTok, y'all. Finish off over here. Come on. YouTube right now. See you guys there. All right. YouTube, it's just us. Hope you're ready. Or should we wait like a few seconds? Let some people get over here. Nah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. You guys ready? And who is this one? Oh, this is like a news station. News 6 that posted this one. I hope you guys are ready for this. Let's go.
This Orange County Sheriff's deputy has been punished for a video she posted on TikTok. Yet, despite the punishment, she continues to create new videos while wearing her uniform. Now, the deputy was suspended from her job for disobeying her superiors and discrediting the sheriff's office.
But tonight, the deputy continues to post new TikTok videos.
Oh, hell. She said, man, y'all don't pay me as much as TikTok.
You what?
This is crazy as hell. Y'all, as you're coming in from TikTok, ironically, make sure you hit the subscribe button in case you haven't already. And hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Let's get 200 likes. Come on. Let's do it.
6 investigator Mike DeForest shows us why she is doing it.
This investigation began when a fellow deputy stumbled upon the TikTok videos. During the investigation, other law enforcement officers said they felt the videos were inappropriate and embarrassing.
Yes.
Orange County Deputy Shelby Abramson received a 3-week suspension after investigators say she violated agency policy while posting videos on TikTok.
So when you're looking at my belt, I have a taser and I have a gun. Only one gun, honey.
Abramson has been creating TikTok videos of herself in uniform since shortly after she was hired by the agency less than 2 years ago. Those TikTok videos have earned her 80,000 followers. According to this internal report, although most of the videos Deputy Abramson posted were benign, some of the audio tracks contained foul language and sexually explicit lyrics.
It's music. nowadays. You'd be hard pressed to find something that doesn't contain that. Ba 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 dee ba ba doo ba bing.
The school resource officer deleted this video after News 6 first reported about it, telling investigators
She's a school resource officer? Okay, hold on. Now
screwed up and
that's a little bit weird.
Shouldn't have posted that one.
Don't say.
Y'all put a thumbs up in the chat if you're here from TikTok.
Besides placing the sheriff's office in disrepute, investigators say the deputy disobeyed her supervisor by continuing to create TikTok videos while on duty, despite being ordered to stop.
So we're going to do some squad talks with Shelby.
Abramson defended her TikTok videos to investigators, saying her motive was the humanizing of the badge, that we're not just this bad guy behind a gun. Why?
Locked up, don't let me run out.
While the sheriff's internal probe was still underway, Abramson continued to post TikTok videos, including one recorded inside Epcot while the park was empty.
Do not at 30 pounds. Try
Man, this is crazy as
this
hell.
dance.
Even after being punished, she has kept on making new TikTok videos for her online fans. The Orange County Sheriff's Office would not make Abramson available for an interview, and she told News 6 by phone that her supervisors instructed her not to speak with us. Some law enforcement agencies prohibit officers from appearing in uniform on their personal social media accounts. Now, the Orange County Sheriff's Office does allow it, but deputies are cautioned against identifying the agency, and they must not do anything that would negatively impact the public's perception of the agency. Mike DeForest, News 6.
Man. Oh, that's crazy as hell. Just out there, just doing her thing. Getting crazy. By the way, YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. I just posted in the chat. That's the link to the Facebook group. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we started a Facebook group like 2 days ago. We got almost 100 members in there too, which is crazy. We got 91 members. But y'all, everybody talks over there. Go join it. You can post the like videos and stuff that you want me to take a look at and watch and react to during all these things. So y'all go check it out. It's pinned right up there. Go join it. Post some videos and stuff in there. Let's get 100. Let's get 100 people in there. Okay, we're at 95 now. 5 more. But I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for everything. Go back and rewatch all the stuff too. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Be safe. Be freaking safe out there, y'all. Love you guys.